for Lloyd, because under one roof, the gamut of leaders and the young managers who will be landing up their future very soon with the corporate life is there. And I'll try to give a new name to Lloyd today. Lloyd, L. Light up your life with the guidance of your mentors. Another L. Leadership team ensuring your employability. O. Opportunity for success with the assurance of being in the safe hands. Y. You, the future of India, posed to make Lloyd proud. D. Determination of your mentors to make sure you excel in life. So, this is the word that I would like to elaborate what Lloyd is. So now coming on to, if I relate my campus life, I really want this session, I understand it's just after the lunch, right? So I really want a two-way communication today out of my session. So expecting the same participation. If I relate my campus life, few things I felt at the time, that when you are in your first semester of your masters, you decide to pursue your specialization on the basis of your academic track records. For an example, in first semester you're scoring good in finance. You feel like, yeah, finance is good for me because you're scoring good. Second semester, you started scoring good in marketing. You feel like, no. Marketing is good for me because I'm scoring good. There comes a changeover. The concept called internships, live projects, corporate collaborations. When we talk about the internships and live projects, please make sure you have 24 months in your pocket from the day one. 24 months means 24 live projects. That should be your goal. I'm telling you out of my experiences. These 24 live projects, every month you can give these services to the corporates. If you love finance, work with CFOs. On Sundays, invest your weekends on Saturdays. Drop your CVs over the LinkedIns. Approach the right person at the right platform. Explore yourself as much you can in the first year, so that while you're landing up in second year, and even though you are picking up your SIP, summer internship, the first ladder towards the corporate life, right? You should be focused enough which field you want to go for. Normally we say, after the internship we decide the specialization. But according to me, before the internship you should decide your specialization. And how? By working with the corporates along with your academic life on Sundays. One Sunday, keep it for you. 3 Sundays, invest for your future. That is how your MBA has to be. I still remember, I started working with the corporate world at the age of 18 as a management trainee, along with my graduation, then masters, then MS. That's how I put my journey on. So nobody have asked me to work with the corporate world. But it was my intent that yes, academically, if I'm average, how can I beat with those persons who are above average? The practical truth is everyone cannot be first in the class, right? And how many of you agree that you love more practical instead of a theoretical? Can you just raise your hands? So this means I'm able to connect you guys, right? And these, whatsoever you are learning in your classrooms, if you're working with the corporate world along with the PGDM courses, trust me, you will be starting scoring more good and you will feel connected to your subjects. Like for an example, you want to pursue HR. Go for work from home things from Saturday, Sunday with US based companies. You can give time in midnight. Why you need to sleep by 10 PM daily? Invest in future, and you are the only person who can invest in future. And trust me, only PGDM degree will not get you a good job. That's a mantra. Many fine placement team is there, and if I, share my experiences in IIMs, we don't have a placement team. Trust me, and I have attended so many sessions at the global platforms. And at the global platform, I talk about London School of Economics during my visit recently. So there someone asked, sir, what's the highest package to the Dean of the London School of Economics? He mentioned we are educationalists, not a placement agency. And right now, I think the time I entered by 12:30, I was listening all employability things more. That while you are taking admission, you are checking highest package कितना है, average package कितना है. मुझे तो Microsoft चाहिए, लेकिन क्या Microsoft को मैं चाहिए? That's again a question mark, am I right? मुझे तो Google में जाना है, but क्या Google मुझे लेगी? That's a question, right? So we need to uplift our skills, right? So whatsoever you are learning in 24 months, please invest parallelly by working with the corporate world. That's the only mantra that will bridge your gaps. That what exactly corporate demands, उनकी actual requirement क्या है, और आपको किन चीजों पे काम करना है, right? If my HR comes for hiring, right? They ask a simple question: what's different in you? Why should I hire you? That's a common question, right? The common answers that my HR always gets is, sir, I'm very flexible. I'm ready to re-accommodate. I'm very punctual. I'm very hardworking. Do you think so? These answers will create a difference? Every second kid is giving the same answers to the HR, right? So how you can create a difference? First of all, certain tips I would like to give. Many of you download CV formats from internet and don't even check the objective of the CV. Finance, किसी का goal है, किसी का marketing objective common. The first tip of the day, as an interviewer, because I myself hire my team in today's time, your objective should be a thumbprint in your CV. Thumbprint unique होता है, am I right? किसी को 1 साल में एंटरप्रेन्योर बनना है, किसी को 10 साल में बनना है, किसी को HR में जाना है, किसी को मार्केटिंग में जाना है, किसी को फाइनेंस में जाना है तो किसी को ऑपरेशंस में जाना है, किसी को सप्लाई चेन चाहिए तो किसी को डिजिटल मार्केटिंग चाहिए, तो सबका ऑब्जेक्टिव कॉमन नहीं हो सकता, राइट? सो आज का टिप ऑफ द डे, आप लोग MBA में लैंड अप कर रहे हैं, घर जाए, सोचे कि आपका ऑब्जेक्टिव अगले 5 साल का क्या है और उस ऑब्जेक्टिव को अपने CV में अपडेट करें. द CV शुड बी यूनिक, एंड उसकी यूनिक में, क्योंकि ऑब्जेक्टिव नाम के जस्ट नीचे आता है, सो दैट शुड बी यूनिक. इट शुड नॉट बी कॉमन or downloaded from the internet. That's the first tip of the day. Second tip, if you actually want to work and you want to be employable, start working with the corporate and do silly mistakes 100 times. At least 101 बार ऐसा भी तो होगा जब गलती होनी बंद हो जाएगी और उसी टाइम आपको आंसर मिल जाएगा, हाँ मैं एम्प्लॉयबल हूँ. और इंटर्नशिप में गलतियां अफोर्ड हो सकती हैं, जॉब में नहीं हो सकती. जॉब में फिर क्या होता है, बॉस क्या बोलता है, ट्राई समवेयर एल्स. एम आई राइट? तो ये ना सुनने को मिले तो वी शुड स्टार्ट वर्किंग विद द कॉर्पोरेट्स अलोंग विद योर एकेडमिक लाइफ. किसी को PR कम्युनिकेशन में जाना है, उसकी कम्युनिकेशन बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग है, उसको जाना है. सो आज फ्रीलांसर्स के तौर पे आप अपनी सर्विसेज कॉर्पोरेट्स को दो and start working with them along with your academic life. So whatsoever you are learning in your classrooms, execute them, and trust me, you will be more attached to your academic things. ऐसा नहीं आप अपनी पढ़ाई से अलग हो जाओगे, आप पढ़ाई के और करीब पाओगे अपने आप. ठीक है? The second tip I would like to give, though it is early, but yes, if I'm interacting, after 3 semesters you will be facing the corporates, and after 2 semesters you will be facing corporates for the assignments. First 2 years, please focus on profile instead of money. First 2 years of your career, the time you are starting with the corporate world, you should focus for the profile instead of money. Many students, or 90% of the students, do a mistake. What mistake they do? In the month of October, when your placement team float a profile with 4 lakhs or 5 lakhs CTC, आप लोगों में से कोई जवाब नहीं देगा, क्योंकि उस टाइम सबको 16 लाख चाहिए, चाहे प्रोफाइल जितना मर्जी अच्छा हो। जैसे ही आएगा दिसंबर, तो एक्सपेक्टेशन होगी यार 10 लाख के प्रोफाइल पे तो अप्लाई कर दूंगा। जैसे ही आएगा जनवरी, वो एक्सपेक्टेशन 6 लाख पे गिरेगी। जैसे ही फरवरी में आओगे, वो एक्सपेक्टेशन 4 लाख पे गिरेगी। और मेरे से पहले जो एक स्पीकर थे, उन्होंने एक अच्छी बात बोली थी कि जो कड़वा बोलेगा वो आपके लिए अच्छा होगा, और अभी मैं कड़वा ही बोलता हूँ। सो अक्टूबर में अगर कंपनीज आनी स्टार्ट होती हैं, पहले 2 साल आप प्रोफाइल में इन्वेस्ट करो। अगर प्रोफाइल अच्छा बिल्ड हो गया, फाउंडेशन स्ट्रॉन्ग है, मनी विल ऑटोमेटिकली फॉलो। बहुत बार क्या है कि आपका KRA HR और एक अलग फाइनेंस का प्रोफाइल आया जो है 9 लाख का, और HR का प्रोफाइल आया 5 लाख का। 90% बच्चा गलती करता है, वो 9 लाख पे अप्लाई करता है। 3 महीने बाद आपको सफोकेटेड फील होता है, क्योंकि आप उस प्रोफाइल से इंक्लाइन ही नहीं। That is not meant for you. Just because of the money, you actually joined that company. So don't do such mistakes in the initial beginning of your career. That's the tip, right? So first 2 years, follow the profile instead of money. After 2 years, money will automatically follow you if your foundation is strong, right? How many of you in this platform like to be an option to someone? Anyone? Raise a hand. Anyone? Like to be an option to someone? No, right? Quickly, हमारा nature है, why should I be option? I want to be a priority to someone. Am I right? Right now, if any HR is coming to hire, and if you have a batch size, what I was actually listening, that you are a batch size of 180. So 180 में a 180th option most corporate के लिए, that's a reality check. अभी हमारा क्या है? I don't want to be option, right? But अगर आप placements में बैठेंगे तो आप 180th option है उस corporate के लिए। आप उसको prioritize कैसे कर सकते हैं? इसको reverse कैसे कर सकते हैं? आपके 24 महीने में आपने अगर 24 लाइव प्रोजेक्ट किए, तो मतलब आपने 24 कंपनीज के साथ काम कर लिया, अलग अलग फील्ड्स में, हमारे। अगर आप अच्छी सर्विसेज देते हो, तो आपका टारगेट क्या होना चाहिए? देयर इज अ वर्ड कॉल्ड PPO, प्री प्लेसमेंट ऑफर. So if genuinely you have worked really good with that corporate, so your target should be till your 3rd semester, you should at least have 4 to 5 PPOs, so that its reverse corporate should be an option for you, that you decide which company I want to join. And it has to be like that. Then you are out of your problem. If you actually want to be part of the corporates. So start working with corporates, cover such gaps, and that's the importance of the internships that is there. Now coming on to a zest of entrepreneurship journeys. Right now, you know, the startup trending is there, startups, fundings, you know, these things are happening in India, the emerging markets. All I knew is, till 2013 I was director strategy for Dabur. I was heading their Indian and Middle East operations. 2013 I resigned. For first 3 months, my dad didn't talk to me. That what blunder you have done. That was my experience in the starting of the journey, when my family was also not understanding me. Right? That what blunder you have done. You have resigned from a director position and now sitting in a CCD, because my office was under construction, so I was taking the interviews of my employees till the time my first corporate office get ready. I was sitting in the CCD for at least 45 days. That's a startup journey. And I was working actually from CCD. That's how I started my journey. And right now, we proudly say that we are having active operations in 21 countries, not only here but globally now. So starting from a CCD journey, and now the Indian Union, we are crossing 1,000 crores. That's a journey we have built from 0 to 1,000. So whatsoever you do, the intent should be clear, the focus should be clear, And please see less dreams. Please don't go for desires. There's one word if you actually want to knock out the opportunities, that's aim. Because aim is non-compromisable. बहुत लोग कहते हैं सपने देखेंगे नहीं तो हम अचीव कैसे करें, राइट? और मेरी फिलॉसफी ये कहती है सपने डिजायर्स सब साइड है, क्योंकि उसमें कॉम्प्रोमाइज होता है. लाइफ में एक ही वर्ड होता है एम. मुझे ये चाहिए, इसमें कोई कॉम्प्रोमाइज नहीं, और मुझे यहाँ पहुंचना है, राइट? सो इट हैज टू बी that what aim you have in your life. How many of you belong to entrepreneurship background? Businessman के घरों से, फैमिली बिजनेस है. आज के टाइम में हर अच्छा बिजनेसमैन अपने बच्चों को एक बात बोलता है, जितना नुकसान करना है बाहर कर, और उसके बाद आके मेरे बिजनेस को बढ़ा. और इसको बोला जाता है MBA पार्ट 2. That's a reality, right? So every good entrepreneurs want their kids to excel their family businesses, right? अब जितने लोगों ने हाथ खड़ा करा था, कितने लोग दोबारा हाथ खड़े करो कि फैमिली बिजनेस नहीं करना, अपना नया बिजनेस करना? ऐसा कोई? फैमिली बिजनेस है लेकिन फैमिली के बिजनेस में नहीं जाना, अपना कुछ नया करना. उसके लिए बी प्रिपेयर्ड to work for 20 hours a day with the corporate world. Pehla. Secondly, nowadays there is a word called specializations in MBA, right? But at least in my words, not to offend anyone in this room, MBA means managing people. You are learning how to manage people. Whether you are into a marketing profile or HR profile or any profile. So there is no word called specialization at least. You're learning how to manage people. IIT technical guys are doing MBA. Why? Because they want to go into a managerial profile. Law kids are doing MBA. Why? Because they want to manage people, want to go into a leadership roles, right? So please be flexible when it comes to picking up the profiles, whatever coming on your way. Accept it, grab it, and execute it. And rightly said by the last speaker that आज अगर आप इनकम टैक्स का डेटा, एक्चुअल रॉ डेटा, कल इवनिंग को आई वाज जस्ट डाउनलोडिंग दैट देयर आर लिस्टेड न्यू 18,75,000 firms last 1 year. Out of which 95% firms are being closed. That's the ratio. मतलब 100 कंपनियां खुल रही हैं तो 95 कंपनीज बंद होती हैं, और 5 चलती हैं, वो 5 चलती नहीं, वो 3. बट आपके एग्जीक्यूशन स्ट्रॉन्ग होने चाहिए. आइडियाज आज सबके पास है. 140 करोड़ की इंडिया की पॉपुलेशन है, 100 करोड़ तो यूथ है, तो 100 करोड़ मतलब 100 करोड़ आइडिया सबके पास है. क्विकली किया ना, मेरे को अपना करना है, तो मतलब तो सोचा हो, तो क्या सर्वे कर रहे हैं, क्या उसको एग्जीक्यूट कर रहे हैं, किस तरीके से प्लान कर रहे हैं. ड्यूरिंग माई जॉब एवरी सैटरडे संडे आई यूज्ड टू गिव टू माई बिजनेस आइडियाज, राइट? इट टुक मी 4 years फॉर रिसर्च, एग्जीक्यूशन, देन आई ओपन माई ओन वेंचर. ऐसा नहीं है ओवरनाइट. हाउ आई शुड डू बिजनेस, हाउ टू एग्जीक्यूट थिंग्स, राइट? माई फर्स्ट आइडिया वॉज फेलियर. आज यूएस ठीक है, बट पहला स्टार्टअप आइडिया मेरा फेल था. फिर सेकंड आया, वो उड़ा, तीसरा आया और उससे ऊपर गया, राइट? दैट्स हाउ द थिंग गोस, राइट? सो दैट हंगर शुड बी देयर, राइट? एंड नाउ व्हाट एग्जैक्टली यूएस इज ऑल अबाउट. वी आर इनटू डाइवर्सिफाइड फील्ड्स. द फर्स्ट कंपनी दैट वी लॉन्च्ड इन 2013 वाज इनटू वेल्थ मैनेजमेंट सर्विसेज. So we are closely working with the nationalized bankers in India, starting from SBI to Listo on. The second company we launched in 2017 with a vision. What was the vision behind? Because when it comes to BFSI sector, the students are very having a conservative nature. That we don't go for the banking line. Having a conservative approach. Okay, fine. So let's decide The last 7 days we started giving the global exposure as a part of stipend. That whosoever work with us, I'll send you abroad as a part of stipend. So that's how we started our journey into the global emergence. So I used to send my own kids. There was no travel venture. Fine. So as a corporate, we used to send our people. Fine. Then the feedback started coming in from the university partners that this is something great. As a stipend, you are sending the kids abroad, and the feedback is good. But as a HR, you are not hiring everyone, right? You pick 5 students and 2 are traveling on the basis of targets. They are traveling abroad, right? Then 2017, what we did our research. We launched our first global project in UAE, Dubai, and then the list go on. Now multiple countries we are in. Now we have more than 200 MOUs with all the university partners, includes now Lloyd, and we are privileged to host you in Malaysia, right? So our company is actually hosting you there, and that's how the journey started. Now we have more than 20 stock exchanges on panel globally. We have more than 6,000 corporates with us in 21 countries. We have more than 100 top 100 universities globally on our panel, and crossing a number that we have done is more than 70,000 students we have sent abroad on the project, starting from 3 days to 7 days to 10 days to 6 months. That's how we are operating globally. So yes, this is a bit of experiences that I wanted to share. So I hope I'm repeating the tips. The first, objective in CV, right? Start working with corporates in the live projects along with your masters. Before your summer internship, you should be having a very clear aim, not dream or a desire, right? Desire और dream वाले लोग कतार में रहते हैं, waiting. Aim block है तो वो non-negotiable है. आपकी summer internship से पहले you should have a very clear vision that which field you want to go for, and you should do your internship as specialization, whether it is HR, supply chain, digital marketing, finance or marketing. After your summer internship, your target should be having at least 5 PPOs in hand, so that you are not an option to someone, right? There are ready jobs in hand. Please don't be dependent on a placement officer. Why? You are a smart child, you can generate your job on your own. Think in that way. Why we need a placement department? Now, the last tip. Create a committee within you. Anyone can lead HR, anyone, just a suggestion. Rest to management will tell. Supply chain management, fine. Different profiles that are your desires. You be a team leader, and there should be 5 team members under you. And then you start coaching those companies, create a list, data bank for that team. Contact them, invite them for guest lectures. Be a helping hand to your placement team and your directors. Reverse this. That's how we used to go for our IIMs. There's no, again I'm saying, there's no placement committee in London School. There's no placement committee in any IIMs. Student union is there, and we manage everything by our own. That's how we work. We call the companies, we invite them, we arrange the guest lecture, and trust me, right now corporates is there, hospitality. In IIMs, we students create a club, we pool the money to invite and take care of the hospitality of the speaker we are inviting in. That's how we do in IIMs. Till date, we pool funds. Okay, 10 लोग हैं, HR बुला रहे हैं, ठीक है, 10 लोगों ने 1000 मिलाया, उसको एयरपोर्ट से मिलाना है, टैक्सी भी लगेगी, इनवाइट भी किया, सब कुछ किया, एंड लॉयड सब अरेंज करके दे रहा है आपको, ये बजट बचेगा. तो इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर है, सब कुछ अच्छा है, राइट? एग्जीक्यूशन आपको करनी है. तो अब आप ये सोचो, अगर आपने 10 क्लब्स बना लिए और 10 क्लब्स ने 3 महीने का टारगेट बनाया, 10 कंपनीज हमें बुलानी है, तो 100 कंपनीज लॉयड में आएंगी. राइट? अभी प्लेसमेंट टीम आपकी कितनी है? 5, 10, 15, 7, 8 लोग हैं. तो 8 लोग वर्सेस 180, ये सोचो, 188 हो गया. राइट? सबको कॉर्पोरेट के साथ काम करना है. राइट? Right? So every Saturday, you should take appointment with the placement team with hours, like 10 to 11 for HR, 11 to 12 for marketing, maybe 12 to 1 with digital marketing, maybe 2, 3 with supply chain management, और उसी कैटेगरी के प्रोफाइल्स को फिल्टर करके अगर 180 लोग इंटर्नशिप ढूंढेंगे, लाइक प्रोजेक्ट ढूंढेंगे, तो सोच के देखो कितना मास आएगा कॉर्पोरेट्स में. Am I right? So 8 versus 188. That's the number, right? So create your own opportunity, work for it, work for your dreams, but with an aim, right? Thank you for listening.